Vivienne shares her vision for innovation, technology, and the future of business growth. Scaling a business creates challenges that many leaders do not anticipate. As companies grow, they generate more information than anyone can realistically process. Yet, despite having more data than ever, many leaders still struggle to answer one basic question: what is really driving the business? Customer records may be stored in one system, financial results in another, and employee reports somewhere else entirely. Artificial intelligence has the potential to make organizations more efficient, but it cannot solve those gaps when the information it relies on is scattered across disconnected platforms. It is a challenge Vivienne is actively working to solve. She is a healthcare founder, 8-figure entrepreneur, speaker, and business operator who has built more than 12 multi-million-dollar companies across healthcare, technology, and consumer brands. Rain has partnered with physicians to launch and expand 600 clinics across the United States and has been behind more than $200 million in cash-based medical treatments. After more than 20 years of building businesses, she has learned that long-term growth takes more than increasing revenue. Successful companies need strong systems that give leaders clearer visibility, keep teams connected, and allow businesses to adapt as they scale. Now, through her latest ventures, Gazelle and Frost, Rain is putting those lessons into action. Gazelle, which has already launched, uses EXMI technology to help address pelvic floor weakness and incontinence. Frost is being developed as an all-in-one software platform for cash-based wellness, medical, and chiropractic clinics. While the two ventures focus on different areas, both address an unmet need and use technology to make a practical solution easier to deliver at scale. How disconnected data limits clinic growth. Many clinics add software one need at a time. One program may track potential patients from marketing campaigns, while others handle intake forms, treatment records, care plans, and business reports. Over time, a single cash-based clinic can end up using 3 to 5 platforms to manage a patient from the first inquiry through treatment. Although the clinic has plenty of information, no single system gives the owner the full picture. This disjointed software solution creates redundancies in data entry, errors, wasted time, complexity, and a lack of transparent KPIs, leaving most clinic owners flying blind, Rain said. Repeated data entry takes time away from other work and creates more opportunities for mistakes. Disconnected marketing, patient, treatment, and business data makes it harder to understand what is working well and where improvements are needed. Artificial intelligence faces the same limitation because it can only be as useful as the information available to it. Without connected data, even advanced tools have limited ability to improve operations. For Rain, the opportunity is not simply adding AI, but creating the foundation that allows AI to deliver value. Frost is designed to bring the many moving parts of a clinic into one connected platform. Under the planned system, a lead would move through the marketing process before the same software served as an electronic medical record for patient intake documents, treatment plans, charting, reporting, and analytics. Instead of piecing together information from multiple sources, clinic owners could track marketing performance, patient care, and business results in one place. This would allow them to identify problems earlier and spend less time moving information between programs. A new approach to an overlooked health issue. While Frost focuses on improving how businesses operate, Gazelle addresses a health issue affecting millions of people. I like to solve problems, and the bigger the problem, the more interesting it becomes, Rain said. More than 90 million people in the United States experience pelvic floor weakness and incontinence. Pelvic prolapse is far more common than many people realize, with one study finding signs of the condition in 98% of women in their late 60s. Pelvic prolapse can cause the vaginal canal to cave inward and, in some cases, extend outside the body. For many women, it can impact comfort, confidence, and quality of life. Rain saw the prevalence of pelvic floor issues as a major healthcare concern that had not received enough attention. Gazelle uses EXMI technology to help strengthen pelvic floor muscles. While seated in a chair, patients receive magnetic stimulation that causes the muscles to contract, creating a non-invasive way to support pelvic floor health. Rain said pelvic floor weakness and incontinence can also affect men, with symptoms including frequent nighttime trips to the restroom, weakened urinary flow, and leakage after urination. A man utilizing the gazelle who can then sleep through the night becomes a new man again, she said. She believes the benefits extend beyond addressing a single symptom. Better sleep can improve energy, daily performance, and overall quality of life. Healthcare providers interested in bringing the technology into their clinics can now submit applications. By 2027, Rain wants Gazelle to be available from coast to coast. Useful innovation, in her view, starts with identifying a real problem and creating a solution that makes a noticeable difference in people's everyday lives. I like to operate with speed and efficiency, Rain said. I think that you can accomplish a great deal if you move quickly and pivot when needed quickly, evolving as the market shows as needed. Modern technology has shortened the time needed to test ideas, gather information and adapt. Although Rain finds the faster pace somewhat intimidating, she also sees it as an exciting opportunity to master what it takes to build self-sustaining companies. At one point in her career, Vivienne Rain learned what happens when a business grows faster than its financial systems can support. Revenue was increasing quickly, and from the outside, the company seemed successful. Behind the scenes, however, higher expenses, shrinking margins and cash flow constraints created problems that revenue growth alone could not solve. The business was expanding, but its financial foundation was becoming less stable. Through that experience, Rain realized that increasing revenue was only one part of building a strong company. Leaders also need to understand the financial details and make difficult decisions when necessary. I realized that making the tough decisions was the job. Not doing so caused the entire organization to be in jeopardy, she said. Afterward, Rain became more disciplined about reviewing budgets, identifying issues early and addressing them before they became larger threats. Legal issues, company structure and public relations presented additional obstacles, reinforcing that some of the toughest leadership lessons are the ones no one prepares you for. The biggest lessons came from the things I didn't know, she said. Those experiences also led Rain to seek guidance from mentors, entrepreneurs, CEOs and others in her network. I was too proud in my younger years to ask for help or ask the questions that would have gotten me the information to have spared me a lot of difficulty, she reflected. I have realized that asking these great questions and reaching out to others in times of difficulty is a strength, not a weakness. Today, Rain describes her style as structured but hands-off. Once a company, product or process is established, she builds the right team, sets clear expectations and gives people the freedom to execute. I do not micromanage, but instead establish known goals and reporting that allow each person on the team to track and understand their performance without needing my critiques or compliments to know whether they are doing a poor or excellent job, she said. Rain believes people perform best when they understand the rules of the game. By giving employees specific goals and a way to measure their own progress, she aims to create a culture where they can manage their work with confidence rather than relying on constant direction. Competence, training and alignment around a shared goal are central to her approach. Marketing may bring customers through the door, but long-term success depends on consistently delivering what the business promises. Striking the balance between technology and human judgment. As Vivienne Rain looks ahead, she is not only focused on launching more companies. She also wants to apply the lessons from more than 20 years in business to build organizations that can scale efficiently, operate with greater independence and create lasting value. Technology may make that possible in new ways. Artificial intelligence can help companies process more information, while connected software can allow smaller teams to manage more responsibility. Still, technology cannot replace the judgment needed to decide when a business needs to change direction, make a difficult choice or seek outside advice. Some of Rain's greatest growth came from the challenges that forced her to learn skills she had not yet developed. Those experiences also showed her what a team can accomplish when they solve problems together. For Rain, the future of business growth will not be defined by technology alone. It will belong to leaders who use new tools wisely, continue learning, build trust and keep moving forward when the answers are not obvious.